Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Stardust Show. This is Dr. Marina Nani, and I have the privilege of inviting a very, very special, dear, wonderful, beautiful, lovable, adorable,
Thank
happy
you.
guest
Wow.
who just authored an amazing book, a book that I think you have to grab it right now and put in your hand,
Thank
put it under your pillow, change your life. The book title is Finding Happiness. So tell us more about your journey. What brought you to this point in your life when you are talking about finding happiness? Not more,
you.
not less, finding happiness. Tell us more. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Kenny Akindele-Akande. I just authored my first book called Finding Happiness. Learn how to stay on top of your game in 30 days. I'm a dentist by profession, but at the moment I practice as a coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker at various events, and I do some live presentations on Facebook and YouTube. And also I double now. I just became a published author some months ago, which I'm highly excited about. I launched my book, my first book, some weeks ago, and it's called Finding Happiness. And like Marina, I really want to thank you for having me on this show, Radio Works. I thank you for the great work you're doing in our community, and I really want to be part of this. So I will just go straight to the question you asked about what brought me to this stage in my life. I actually I've been through some major three challenges in life that brought me to this level of writing about what true happiness is. What is true happiness? What is happiness about? Because I find out that many people, all of us struggle, or most people struggle with identity crisis. A lot of people struggle with happiness. How do I derive the best happiness? How do I get to be happy? Many people have money, they're famous people, the rich people, career, intelligent people out there still looking for happiness. Then I sat down one day and I asked myself, so what is true happiness? If money can't buy happiness, if having all the money in this world can give you the happiness that you truly want, if having children, getting married, and every other thing that we want to achieve, we run after to give us happiness, wouldn't give us happiness. So then what is true happiness? And that was what sent me on this quest of what true happiness is. And I want to share my story starting from as a child. At the age of 16, I lost my dad. I lost my dad at the age of 16. And as a child, I really wanted to, impress my dad. I want to make my parents happy. I want to make my family happy because I wanted to be a doctor. So I was studious. I read a lot, and I was brilliant in school. So when my father died, there was nobody for me to to dream of making happy. So I went on that journey. It was a journey of depression, and I was anxious. I was depressed at some point. But I got up and said to myself, that's fine. If my dad is no more around me, at least I can make myself happy. I can make my mother, because my mother was still alive at the moment, I can make my mother happy and my sisters happy. So I went on fighting, studying for my exams, and I did. At the end of the day, I had 5 straight A's and some B's. So I kept on working hard at for my future. Then I got admission into medical school. When I got admission into medical school, at my year 3, my 3rd year in medical school, I lost my mom. And this news this time around is like, this is the end of happiness for me, because everything that I'm doing as a child, I want to make my parents proud, and this is it. My parents can't be with me no more. They are, I don't know where I'm going to see them. And that was like the end of hope or happiness for me. So I went into another tone of depression or anxiety. But I saw that the way I was going to die, because I don't want to live that way. It was a place no one wants to be. So I got up again one of these days, and I said to myself that I am going to go ahead and finish medical school and be a dentist and help others, you know, have a bright smile. I want to put smiles on people's faces, that if there's anything in this world that won't bring me happiness, at least when other people smile, I will be happy, making other people happy. So that was another strength that I got from that experience. Then I got up, finished medical school back home in Africa, and relocated to United Kingdom. When I relocated to United Kingdom, I wanted to just write my exams and start practicing. But I met the third milestone challenge that that everyone that relocates to another country, meets. To transfer back to my career as a dentist was really difficult. Plus the fact that I have to start having my kids. I got married and I started having my kids. I've got two lovely children now. My first is 5. She's my daughter. She's 5 years old, and my son is 3. So I was getting in between being a mother and having my career kick started. So it was just muddled up, and there was a lot of struggle for me. And at those points again, I went into another quiet moment, another solitude, where I was trying to really find out, where do I really belong? How do I really stand? How do I really cope? How do I, make myself happy? Then I was unhappy because I couldn't fulfill the dreams that I desired to fulfill as a child or as a young lady. So that took me on another journey of identity. Then I went into myself to discover who I'm truly am. That I'm trying to chase a career here. I'm trying to chase happiness here. Then I went into that discovery of what is true happiness, what will make me happy. That was what brought me to that place where what I'm doing right now. I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, and now an author. I started off as a coach. I really want to help people discover who they are, discover their purpose. While they are living their purpose, they can discover their true happiness, and they can achieve their true potentials, and they can achieve their dreams. And that was what brought me to why I wrote this book, Finding Happiness. So finding happiness is not just the physical thing or the external thing. Finding happiness is from inside, the joy within. Getting to know yourself, getting to know what you stand for, and getting to know your worth, then it will help you to really discover the true happiness that you deserve. So that was my story.
Wow. I heard you say that make the news London. And since then, what a courageous girl. So you in a world where everything is collapsing around you, when there is no safety net, where there is nobody that could say to you, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You are coming in front of all this, in front of hundreds of people, and you are telling us finding happiness is a choice.
Yeah.
And I remember on your face, it was that glow, and I wish our listener could imagine you on stage, and you're so emotional, and in the same time, you're very true to yourself. So in that moment in time, absolutely nobody could dare think they had it tough, or they had a bad journey, or because it's so humbling to see somebody who faced all the challenges one could imagine, and overcome them and turn them into opportunities. It's so reassuring that there is hope, there is more to life.
There is hope. Yeah, definitely, Marina. I agree with you.
And it's nothing to do with anyone else. It's an inside job.
Yeah, true. I agree with you, Marina, because there are two options, there are two choices that we can make in life. We either give up or fight. So it's better. I made a choice that why will I give up on life? Why will I just, pack up and say I can't be happy? So I told myself that I am going to be who I want to be. I will not allow anything. I will not allow anyone. I will not allow loss of my parents, or not, practicing, or any dreams that I have not coming true. I am going to breed that dream. So if I have a plan, if I have a goal and it's not coming through, I am going to be that goal. And there was a time I was asking for a miracle, and I said to myself that if miracle is not coming, I am going to be the miracle. if solutions are not coming, I am going to be a solution, not just to myself, but to my world. And right now, I am not just a solution to myself, I'm a solution to my world. A lot of people that have read the book already are already giving awesome comments about the book, that the book has really helped them to discover who they are, to discover their purpose, their true potentials, and now they are driving themselves into, you know, achieving their purpose. And that's what is making me happy right now, because that's my joy, that I'm liberating people. I am helping people find their true worth, their true happiness, and that's my own happiness right now.
Wow, this is so powerful. So here you are migrating from one country to another, and it's not easy because I'm a migrant to one, and I know migration never
Yeah,
stops.
no,
Never stops. It's not only about moving from one geographical location to another. It's about moving from where you are right now to where you want to be. And how do you get there? How do you actually get there? Because it's nothing in between. So
yeah,
when you set up your goal, your desire to be more, to give more, to become abundant, it was absolutely no plan,
yeah,
nothing solid, nothing doable, nothing business-wise. And
yeah.
yet, look at yourself. You are here, you arrived, and
Thank,
you, my friend, you are the miracle. Because the
thank,
miracle you've been waiting on, it's there,
yeah,
inside. You just brought it out.
yeah,
And you
true.
know, I was at some point speaking in front of thousands of people, and they're in a church, and I couldn't help it because everybody was saying, God will give me this, God will
Give me
help,
a
God will.
miracle, give me a miracle, I know.
I had to stand up and actually, it wasn't planned, you know. So my speech was very different. It was on how to publish a book without writing awards, which basically it's dead easy. So I thought, why I'm talking about books when I have people in front of me?
I
Each
want
one
a
has a
miracle.
big idea, and they're talking about God providing for them. So I
Hmm,
had to stand up and say, the miracle you are waiting on is
it's
here.
you.
It's you. It's
Wow.
you. It's
True.
you. God gave you everything.
Yeah.
The universe you think is not conspiring with you.
Mm.
You are the universe. Unless you become your passion, unless you become your goal, unless you become your dream, unless
Dream.
you become your universe,
Solution. Your
there is
soul.
nothing else. Is
Mm.
nothing else outside who you truly are. Just a choice of waking up and see how much you already have. And look
Yeah.
at yourself. I so love your mission statement. I so love your book, and
Thank,
everything about you screams happiness. You know,
thank
it's not
you.
just talking about happiness. You are truly a happy person.
thank, thank you, Marina. Thank you.
Wow, it's so amazing to see people um, who are big ideas and not being afraid of what other
Yeah.
people think, because it's none of your business what other people think about
True.
you. Your only
Very
business is what you think about yourself.
about yourself. Yeah. For
How
example,
you
where,
handle that process thought, how you use the power of words to create better thoughts and treat you
yeah.
with respect, with dignity, and treat yourself as if you are your best friend, as if you are a happy person, and then you just become that.
Yeah.
I think happiness is like smiling.
You
So
know,
no matter what, you can smile. It's something that nobody can take away from you.
yeah, it's more than that. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us what is exciting and is happening right now in your life. I know you've been
Thank,
nominated for the Stardust Awards, and I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. And
thank
I
you.
know you could inspire so many people, and I can't wait to see you on stage speaking and
Thank you.
sharing happiness with all these people coming from all over the world. So tell us
Thank,
what else? What is happening in your life? You just launched your book.
okay. Yeah, I've like this is my third radio show since I launched my book. I've been on 2 radio shows, and I'm hoping to go on a TV show very soon. And I'm gonna be a keynote speakers in so many events. I have a Sonia Foundations events coming up in London. I'll be a keynote speaker, and so many other keynote speaking events coming up. Then also I have a coaching packages coming up. I'll be having some live events with some coaches where I'll be helping people discover their true potentials. Then the most important one, I'm launching a Facebook page called Shepreneur. So we'll be having women be coming together all over the world. Women will be coming together to share ideas to entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, authors, business women, career women, all of us coming together to help each other. To
but you know that the only dreams that are coming true are the dreams you dream awake. So you are here in front of, I don't know how many people are listening, but even one person is taking something away with them tonight. That is going to change their life. That is the beginning of the way they look at things, of the way they look at themselves. I'm so humbled by you being here, sharing your story, and being you. It is so much nonsense around us. In the reality we created is so wrong at so many levels, and I love to believe that must be more to life.
Yes,
I can't accept this is it, you know. It's people hating each other,
I tell myself that every day.
you know.
I tell myself that every day. There is more to my life. Can you keep pushing yourself? No, I'm not going to accept a no. I'm going to be the yes. I'm going to be the yes. If the world won't give me a platform, I'm going to create my own platform and shine. That's what I tell myself every day.
And you know, I was thinking that coming back to the migration, each one of us is committed to, from one place in their life to another place, to the next place, to the next big thing. It's such a beautiful. It's such a beautiful reality, because it's almost like the way you go from where you are to where you could be to where you belong is by growing your own wings. That's why there's nothing in between. You could grow your own wings. You could grow into the person who can deliver your life purpose. And this is exactly where you are right now. And I feel so blessed that I met you. And I always thought about you with, when I think about you, I smile. I simply smile.
Thank you.
With no reason. Because your energy, what you bring into a room is so beautiful and so simple, and so it's almost like a breeze, you know, a fresh breeze, and that's beautiful.
Thank you.
So tell us, if our listeners want to take away one key message from you tonight, what is that thought?
Okay, I'll just try to talk about, just give you a tip of an iceberg of my book. Yeah, definitely, because everyone listening, you need to get a copy of this book. Why? Because as an author, after writing this book and they sent me the final draft, I read the book. I felt so excited. It was looking like I was not the one that wrote the book. I'm like, seriously, did I write this book? This is a great book, because I started off, I wrote 3 systems on how to find your happiness. Like every other person, give us 3 systems or 7 systems on how to do this, how to do that. So my own was 3 basic systems of strategy on how to derive your happiness. And the first one is gratitude. Gratitude, because that was the liberating factor for me while I was going through all those challenges. I got to that point where I started appreciating and being grateful of every single thing that I've been through, or every single goodness that God has brought my way. Even those that I don't seem to be good, I still appreciate the fact that I went through them, because they made me stronger, they made me beautiful, and they made me impact my world. What I'm doing right now, I don't know if I didn't have those challenges, if I'll be encouraging people. So gratitude system help you to discover that life is not the end of anything you're going through. It's not the end of the world. That there's always something to be grateful to life, to the universe, and to God about. And that's the first system. The second system is this purpose and passion system. How to discover your true potentials, how to discover your purpose, and how to have that power over life. Then the last one, which is the live large strategy. The live large strategy is that system where I created. The first one is live. There are 7 L's to living large, which I mentioned in the book. 7 L's, which is live, love, laugh, listen, lead, lift, and lead. You know, it's so exciting moving from live that you don't just want to live, you want to love. And while you're loving, make it exciting, which is laugh always, make other people laugh. Then the fourth one, listen to other people. So that's the 7 L's to living large. Then I round off the book with the power of choice. After going through this book, you have a choice to decide, do I want to follow this book? Do I want to find happiness, true happiness, or do I just want to go on living the same way, the old way, before reading this book? So I ended with the power of choice. Make your choice. Everything. And that was the end of the book. So finally, my final word to anyone, sorry about that, my final word to anyone when I'm leaving the show is, find your true happiness, because that's where your joy, that's where your true words lie. Stay on top of your game. Is it that you're going through, or you've been through in the past, or that you will still go through in life? Make sure that you don't sink in that ocean. Make sure you find yourself up, fight that tide, and get up on top of that tide and live. Breathe. Be who you want to be. Let nothing bury you in the grave of life. Rise up. Continue to be who you want to be without any apology to anyone, without saying sorry to anyone. Be who you want to be. Get to bed at night, to sleep, being happy, knowing that I was everything I wanted to be today. I wanted to fly, I flew. I wanted to write, I wrote. I wanted to love, I loved. I wanted to, show someone or help someone, I helped that person. So go to your bed being fulfilled, being happy that my day was well spent. So that's my final word to everyone out there. Find your true happiness. Stay on top of your game. Thank you.
Wow. You know what? You are Stardust. Before I go, I would like to remind our listeners that happiness is not necessarily what you are given in life or what you are not given in life. The chances, the opportunities. Yeah. I think it's definitely, for me at least, is not about what you are given or not given in life. Is about what you do about it, what you do with what you are given in life, what you do, especially with what you are not given, with what you don't receive in life. I think this is, for me, this is the moment when you start thinking that happiness is your choice. It's nothing to do with anyone else. And it's nobody's responsibility to make you happy, and it's definitely not your responsibility to make somebody else's happy. You are not responsible for other people's happiness. You are only responsible, and be committed to your own happiness. Until then, from both of us, remember, you are Stardust.
Thank you, Marina. I enjoyed the interview tonight. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.